Good morning. How was everybody weekend? Miss Tammy, I'm live. How are you doing? Good morning. What's up? What's up? Y'all know my motto. This ain't for the weak, and this ain't for the cheap. Our topic today is those hostages that y'all bring with y'all. We were talking, a couple of girls were talking, and we were talking about how this recovery process, sometimes people make it out of a vacation or a field trip, right? So that you guys tend to want to bring people with you for support, right? And so what happens if your support doesn't support? So let's talk about that, because sometimes they be having their own agenda to come to Miami, and you thinking they're going to be there to help you. And you know, Miss Tammy always got a story to tell you guys in relation to why I bring up some of these topics and stuff. And y'all give me a second. This lady, I had to drop some people off. So I bring up this topic about that because I say that, you know, this is not a spectator sport. Not at all. Not at all. A lot of you guys want to bring your men friends with you. A lot of you want to bring your men friends with you. And this morning, this is like they want to interrupt my live this morning. And you want to bring, you know, your cousin who's a nurse, who's a LPN. Remember, I tell you that we keep a lot of nurses, right? And I'm not saying that they're not there and they're not good for you, but if they don't know anything about this surgery process, they're not going to be as on top of things as you may think that they are, okay? And all right, thank y'all for waiting. Okay, that was an important call. So let's talk about that when the support is not there, can't support. I do a lot of hotel rescues. I'm contracted with one of the hotels just for that specific reason. When a lot of you guys go to the hotels and you get in trouble, and I am the one that's called to come down and kind of assist the hotel with helping you guys when you get there and it's a bit much. And I say that is because this is a whole different thing. This ain't regular surgery, okay? And a lot of us is like, oh, you know, I've had surgery before. I've had 5 C-sections. You know, I have a high tolerance to pain. And oh my God, those are the ones that I be like, you gonna be in trouble. You know, when you come down here and you underestimate this thing, you gonna be in trouble. And no, honey, I tell people when they ask me and be like, you know, I'm going to bring my boyfriend and this and that. Men like to look at the end result. But can they take seeing your ass fall on the floor, go through seizures, pass out, because some of y'all do, and then he going to be looking at you all side-eye like, bitch, you about to die? He ain't even going to respect that ass no more. He going to be like, oh my God, the stuff that you just went through. So sometimes our pain needs to be private. Again, this ain't no spectator sport. Y'all bring people down here, and I done seen it. They done came, and then you looking for them, and they out on the goddamn beach. They on the beach. They mad at you because now you want them to come from the beach and help you. Now y'all got attitudes. People ain't even speaking to people no more because of that damn surgery. They ain't speaking with you. Say, girl, listen, I had a situation, and I had to say, well, this girl must didn't really like this girl, because she had surgery before, and she talked her out of going to a recovery house, and she was like, girl, you know, you can just come, I'll come and I'll take care of you. Okay, and I didn't know this individual, but a friend of hers had booked with me, and she hadn't even came to me yet. But this other girl, she said she had told her, she was like, yo, yeah, you probably should go to recovery house, go to Miss Tammy. And she was like, nah, such and such gonna come with me. She gonna look out for me. She had surgery before. Okay. If you had surgery before, who helped you? Who helped you? Right? And it was sad because the girl ended up, first of all, not coming when she was supposed to come. They were supposed to take the plane together. That was sign number one. Some shit fucked up. Okay? We done made these plans, and now you gonna miss the plane that we supposed to be on together, and you coming later. Lo and behold, the girl was having surgery that day. So she was saying that, that morning, they were supposed to leave at 6 o'clock that morning. So she said she's gonna catch a later flight. The girl was having surgery that morning. So by the time she got there, the people started calling her and saying, are you coming? Because you're supposed to pick her up. She's in surgery. She's like, I'm on a plane. I'll be there. Well, lo and behold, of course, she didn't make it yet. The coordinator's mother had to come get this girl and take her to the hotel. And I need to say, a lot of times I'm talking about coordinators, but this was a good coordinator, man. She cared. She cared. And you know what? They fired her. And I'm going to talk about it. She worked at Zulat, and they fired her because she wasn't down with the okie doke. She wasn't down with the beating you guys out your money. Behind the scenes, she would tell y'all the facts. So I guess she was the sacrificial lamb. She was one of those that would go above and beyond. Okay, she was one that they wouldn't promote black recovery houses, and she was rooting because there were a lot of black girls coming there. And yes, she started to tell them about me because of what she seen and heard that I did for this individual, and that a lot of the girls wanted somebody that was black because they couldn't understand half of the ones that they were referring them to. And I need to say, if you ain't giving them money, they ain't gonna promote you, and they don't care if you're a good house or not, long as they can get a kickback. Okay, trust and believe. A few of them done reached out to me, and so I'll talk about that later, about why coordinators are referring y'all to recovery houses. Okay, and then these recovery houses are bad. Y'all know why. The recovery houses give them money for everybody that they send to them. By law, no coordinators, if it ain't a recovery house on a list and is approved by everybody and she's telling you to go someplace, she's getting a kickback on the side, and she don't care if you die when you're up in there. But this coordinator, she cared. And so her mom took the girl to the hotel, and of course the doctor and the surgeons, all of them steady kind of call this young lady who got this girl up here thinking that she's gonna help her and take care of her, but because she didn't want to look bad. I don't know what it was. I'm gonna try to tell y'all, because at the end of the day I was like, girl, did you fuck that girl man somewhere down the line? Because I believe the girl just came to see how bad her body was, because she showed up about 7 o'clock that night. Lo and behold, this girl didn't have prescriptions or anything, but because she had heard how hard it was to get prescriptions, she had brought pain medicine with her, right? So girl came, and then she seen her or whatever, and again, I said she looked at her body or whatever, and I'm telling you, there's some treacherous motherfuckers out here, okay? And I'm sorry for cussing, because sometimes this is ridiculous, but I'm here to keep it real. And it's real talk, right? With Miss Tammy, it's real talk. And so I get a call about 12 o'clock at night. And it was a young lady that had booked with me, and she probably wasn't coming to me for a month or two. And she said, Miss Tammy, I ain't know anybody else to call. And God works in mysterious ways. She said, I didn't know anybody else to call. She said, I got a friend there, and she got left in a hotel. She said, Miss Tammy, can you please go check on her? See what she need. Give her. I said, baby, I ain't got that type of time to be checking on nobody. But what I will do is I'll go get her. She said, Miss Tammy, she funny and everything. That's probably why she didn't want to do a recovery house. Okay, for all you funny acting people. Okay, I understand. And you want to have somebody that you know and you recognize and you're comfortable with. But there's a whole nother ball game, baby. Sometimes you got to also make sure that you don't put people out their way, because this ain't for the weak and this ain't for the cheap. Okay? And sometimes people that come with you is weak. They can't take all that falling out, passing out, and seeing all that blood. You know what I'm saying? No, they thinking this is a regular ass surgery. They get up here, they be like, oh my goodness. So anyway, I get there, and I bring one of my nurses with me. And I'm telling you, I knock on the door, and she peeked out the door. And she was in so much pain. And, of course, y'all know I got that comforting voice, and I said, baby, I'm here to help you. Please let us in. And when she opened the door, I swear for God, it was like a slaughterhouse. Blood was on both beds. She had like a double. Blood was on both beds. And I just got to talking to her, and I said, I came to get you. And she said, wait a minute. I said, a friend called me, and I came to get you. She was like, I gotta go, I gotta leave here. I said, yeah, baby, if you want help, you gotta leave here. I said, first of all, you ain't gotta check out. I said, but we gonna get all this blood. I said, they gonna charge you. So we started grabbing the sheets and stuff and putting them in pillowcases, because I'm gonna bring them to the house and wash them for her, because I know they gonna charge her, you know. And she was like, oh my God, thank you. And she just got what she could, and she, listen, the pain, I said, you want the pain to stop, right? You want help? I said, we need to take your vitals, baby. I said, look at your drain. The drain looks like it's about to clog up on you. And she said, I'm coming, you know. And she got her stuff, and she came, and we took all her stuff, and you know, as much as we could, a couple of things we had to throw that away. It was like, listen, this, I'd rather them say it's missing than see why it's missing, because you had too much blood on the pillow, and we took some of the blankets and everything, and we put them in something that they wouldn't recognize that we were taking them out of the hotel, so we can wash them to bring them back there for her. And she came with us, and we got her a bath, and you know, this and that, and you know, we got her some medication and everything, and we took her to her post-op the next day. And she was telling everybody, she was like, man, can I check out that hotel, Miss Tammy? I want to stay here. She said, I should have came here in the beginning. You guys, please find a good recovery house. Okay, don't try to do this, and don't take hostages. And because of that, she ended up telling the coordinator, you know, who I was and stuff, and she called me, and she said, we're not supposed to do this, but she said, if you helping women like that, you know, it's almost like the Underground Railroad type shit, you know, I want to help you help them. She said, because I see so much, and I think somebody told, because first of all, they wasn't promoting black people at that time, and I don't know if they still is, you know, but she lost her job behind it, and some of us are sacrificed for the greater good of others, right? And a lot of times, me just going live is a sacrifice, right? Of putting exposure and putting myself out here, you know? Because I just wanted to stay in my lane. I just wanted to do my little thing and, you know, take care of those that, you know, come there. Those who find me because they're supposed to, you know? I want to do the over-commercializing, you know, and stuff. And I think, you know, we were talking the other day, and I was like, you know, sometimes I look at these little videos and stuff, and I be saying, don't follow the light, Carol Ann. Look behind the scenes. Do you see a buffet table back there? Is everybody eating on buffet? Did they just come down from downstairs with their drains? Ain't nobody got on no gloves, and they all fixing food themselves? Oh my God. Did y'all see that? Oh no, y'all didn't. Y'all start looking at the robes and the fluffy carpet and all of that, and following the light and the candles, the shit to lure you. My mama always told me everything glitters ain't gold. But the main subject is, can your support? Do they really know what they're getting themselves into? I do too many hotel rescues. When I go in there, the support on the floor, because they done fell out. because you done had an anesthesia seizure or something, and it's some stuff that they just unfamiliar with. You know, you done passed out, this, that. They ain't expecting that. They don't know that. So if you gonna take somebody with you, make sure you let them know all the facts. Okay? I got nurses. And some of them, they nurses, but they ain't post-surgical nurses. And I keep a lot of nurses, and they green to this thing. If they ain't had surgery and they ain't been through surgery, then they can't. They know you got a fever just like you know you got a fever. You in pain, and they can do what they can do is give you a pain medicine, okay? And make sure you get it on every hour and stuff. You know, there's some basic things that they can do, but the major things you got to make sure they know to do. So I ain't knocking nobody getting the support. But what I'm telling you is make sure your support can support. And you support your support by getting them the information that they need. Because this ain't no spectator sport. Not at all. Not at all. I've seen too many. They come down here, they having a goddamn ball, and you in they're about to die. I've seen friendships break up. I've seen friendships break up. Because she was supposed to support it, but she in Miami doing her motherfucking thing. Well, you can barely flip. When they make a commitment, you gotta let them know they're committing to be there with you 24/7. Just like when y'all looking to be taken care of, y'all looking for a house or whatever, y'all want to make sure somebody gonna be there 24/7. When they say that, ain't no, I'm gonna spend a couple hours. No, because a minute lost could be a minute cost. Somebody need to be watching you at all times. So making sure that we give them the information. Make sure we give them the information. Yes, it's a process from day one. Real talk. It's not right. It's not for the weak, right? The surgery is not for the weak, because it's a process, and it's a mental thing that you go through too, ladies. Like I be like, oh my God, it's a mental thing that we go through too. It's a mental journey, right? Because it makes you feel powerless. You got to be disciplined. You got to be disciplined. Because you got to be able to follow instructions. No shortcuts. No shortcuts. Okay. If they say lay flat, lay flat. Lay flat. Okay. You let your body marinate. Maybe we'll stop having so many revisions. Shit, I ain't listen either. I'm here to tell y'all, I ain't listen. I couldn't do it. My mind wasn't strong enough for that shit. That's why I said this ain't for the weak and this ain't for the cheap. I got over there, I was back home calling, like I was good with finances and shit, right? But I didn't expect this. I had to pay for this, pay for that, pay. I was back home to my send me $300. I'm sending you money. Like I was a goddamn crackhead. Because I was like, oh my God, I gotta get this, I gotta get that. I need I need the massages, you know. I need this, I need that. Oh my God, I need cream on my pain. I need topical, I need Moderna, oh my God. So again, it will penny pinch the fuck out of your pockets. The surgery, you know, because it's a 3-month process. You still invested in this shit for at least 3 months. It ain't over once you leave. And trust me, you go back there, the damn massages is higher, and hope they doing them right. I done seen so many girls with seroma in them because these people ain't doing these massages right, but everybody popping up with massages and doing massages. I had a girl, she was from New York, and she had came up here to support her sister. But she had just had surgery like in December. Her sister had surgery like maybe February. She got somebody putting needles in her, talking about it helps break down the fat. I ain't never heard that shit. Who giving you shots in your damn body talking about it help break down the fat? Oh my God. So, again, this ain't for the weak. This ain't for the cheap. This topic was make sure your support can support and you can support your support. It's a tense, tender feeling you can't explain. Girl, I said this damn shit is... I tell everybody when they tell me, I said, girl, this is some alien shit. If you ain't never had it, you ain't never had the pain. That simple as that. It ain't some shit you can... When we try to explain it, but you can't. And you don't want to say, but we women are resilient. We can go through anything, you know. We go through childbirth, childbearing, right? But we not going to say that shit feel the same, okay? It don't feel the same, but we get through it, right? Right. Yeah, that pain was like, the pain is the type of pain that when I go pick y'all up, y'all be looking at me like, bitch, oh my God, I don't know if I should talk or what. Can you, like, it be like a Morse code and shit. You be looking at their eyes like, I don't know what the fuck to say. And, you know, and they look at you and you don't know what to say. I just say, baby, it's going to be all right. I promise you. Give me about a couple of hours and you ain't going to feel this no more. That's all I can say. And that because they trust you, their eyes soften up with hope that you help me. Because this shit here, they give you that look and I hear the famous words, I ain't never doing this shit again. I ain't never doing this type of shit again. I said it. I'm 6 in. We do what we got to do when we want to do it, but I don't think you ever get familiar with it. After the first one, I ain't gonna lie, it don't get easy after the second one. Shit, I think it was worse. Cause I came in there like some people come in there the first time. Oh, I had surgery before. I got this. I'm familiar. I know the pain, you know. And that shit knocked my ass on my goddamn feet. I was praying, Jesus. I was praying, please. You know. And a lot of times I just say to them when we go in there, baby, we're gonna give you this. You're gonna go to sleep for a minute. But right now, it's between you, this pain, and God. We're going to close the door, and I'm going to need you to work this thing out. So softly, I'm going to need you to work this out. This ain't for the weak, and this ain't for the cheap, and you ain't neither, because you here. You paid for it, now we got to go through it. So, but the most support you can give is give yourself, making sure you got the information. You got the information to give the people that's going to come with you. I'm not saying don't bring nobody with you, but don't bring them under false pretenses and don't let them not commit to you. Okay? This is a 24-hour job. Okay? I'm so happy you're talking about this. Nobody does. Yeah, that's why I say this is like there has to be a platform, right? There has to be a platform to just talk about the stuff and not make it to talk about it with fear. Once we can always talk about the problem, but let's talk about solutions too. Yeah, such and such did this, but what's the solution? So that I don't have to be locked and loaded in fear, but I get the information that the fear doesn't paralyze me. Yeah. Well, my day is beginning. Nobody told me. I know, right? So again, just things like this, just to encourage, things to remind you, being able to go back maybe to my live. It's now posted on YouTube. You guys can see most of the lives and old lives, and people that don't have or aren't following me can follow these lives on YouTube. Real Talk with Miss Tammy. Okay, MZTAMI. Yep. So, or To Another Level Recovery House. I know you can YouTube that. It might come up too. So, because I want to reach other people to also just be that, just walk with y'all, you know. Just walk with y'all. Okay, guys. Y'all know my phone about to get busy. It's about that time. You know, I spent my little time with y'all, so I got to go now spend time with my ladies. at the recovery house. Okay, until tomorrow. Peace. Inbox me. Am I my sister keeper? Yes, I am.